taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I'm your co-host for tonight, Shutterworth, the guy from Lauderdale, nigga. You know what it do. GOAT artist, RingGangRadio.com in the building. Soul Wars creator. I mean, World is a Op is out now, streaming everywhere, because you know the world stay opping. So watch your back, nigga. Stay on alert.
Absolutely.
And we about to pass it off to my mans from the Bronx. This is how we do this shit, man. Let's go.
All right, that's your cue, P.
Yo, what it do? Coming live and direct from the Bronx. It's your boy King P, Bodega Boxer in the building. Ring Gang Radio in the building. Let's go.
Yes, sir. And so yeah, man, who's banned from the bodega this week, P? I think I might have an example of one.
Okay. So Balenciaga banned. No Balenciaga will be worn in the bodega. So
yes, sir.
That's first off.
Yes, sir.
Jerry Jones is banned from the bodega. Like,
yes,
first of all, he too old to be there, but nah, he can't be there. So, and Sulem Urbina, you packed up. You can't come. Like, you out of here.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? No, take your ass to all that Wakanda warrior shit somewhere else, because we don't want you in the bodega. Or else I'm gonna send you come to the bodega. I'm gonna bring that 47-year-old that beat you to come back and get some sloppy seconds. Fuck out.
Yeah, absolutely, yo. Yeah, honestly, the nerve. Like, you think as someone who was a professional fucking athlete would watch what she fucking says on the internets. Like, you kidding me? Like, I was like, I couldn't believe that shit. She actually thought that was fine to just post. It was like, you know.
Yeah, and women's boxing been making leaps and bounds this year, and then it's like, but she's not been included in that though.
That egghead can stay out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I was like, Jesus Christ, like, you know, but hey, you know, some people. So I hope she suffers financially because of that, of her racism, you know. But you know,
the face is suffering enough.
Indeed.
If only she punched as strong as she looked.
Oh, facts. You know, and last and certainly not least, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's your Kid Conscious Pod, aka the West Coast Avenger #1 contender, preparing for liftoff, destination Ring Radio. Let's fly.
Yes, sir. Conscious Pilot. You know, there was a little turbulence, you know, but you know, he steadied the plane. So, like I say, you know, he stays elevated.
The plane steadied him. Shit. So you see, folks, we from the four corners of America.
Yes, sir.
So now we about to transition into boxing talk and get into this motherfucking heavyweight robbery that we witnessed. But first, let's get into that good ass co-main event that popped off.
Yes, you know, we're talking about, you know, of course, we're talking about the fight between Dillian Whyte and Jermaine Franklin. However, the co-main itself, was it the co-main? Yeah, it was the co-main. You know, the co-main, however, was like a little bit of an appetizer. It was like, you know, good with Fabio Wardley and Nathan Gorman.
It was some good pizza rolls. Like,
yeah, it was. It was like
they had the little blue cheese on the side. I'll fuck with
you mean ranch, right?
Ranch. I mean, yeah, you know, ranch or blue cheese.
I mean, either works.
Either works. You know, I'm not gonna say no to either one.
You know, but talk about. I mean, we like, you know, before that, like, you know, like Wardley is a puncher. Gorman is a puncher. But Wardley is being pushed as being probably one of the next, being up next for Matchroom, because, you know, Eddie's always like, you know, eventually some of the old, some of the old guard is gonna, you know, start retiring soon. But Wardley looked like he was going to catch that L very early in the fight. You know, Wardley has power. He has a lot of power in his hands. You know, and he's decent boxing wise. His defense is just trash. Like, I mean, I'm just saying it what it is. It's trash.
Squares up too much and it pulls back.
Doesn't move. Yeah, that's the only time he really moves his head. When he pulls it back,
or when you move it for him.
right.
You know, like me personally.
I'm saying.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say, like, defense for most of these up and coming fighters, you know, like head movements non-existent, or I don't know what the fuck's going on, man.
Yeah, like you noticing, like I used to see more skill at heavyweight. Like it just seems like now it's like whoever could.
I'm bigger, I'm stronger and bigger than you. I'm gonna try to walk you down.
And if I just throw more punches before you start throwing, I'll win. And that's honestly what this fight was, because it looked like a guy who you saw one guy who Goran. That's his name, right?
Gorman, yeah.
Gorman. I'm sorry. Think about Goran Ivanisevic, the tennis player.
Yeah.
I know that was random as fuck, y'all. Let me get back to boxing. So Gorman, you know, crude type of slugger, brawler, good uppercut, right hand, left hook. Like, you know, he hit hard. He's dangerous. You can't take him for no fucking joke. So the crazy shit was Gorman was catching this motherfucker early in the fight, and he almost looked like he was a punch or two from getting dropped or going out of there.
Yeah.
And it just woke up Wardley, and he seemed like one of those guys that once he's get hit or he's clocked or he knows he's in danger, it's like a light switch comes on and now he takes you serious. It's like he starts jabbing, moving, and pressuring you, and then it's like he became alive. And I just feel like if he would have just jumped on Gorman, because he was obviously the quicker, faster twitch fighter guy, looked a little more skilled in my opinion. So he had all that going. Just start out fast and jump on this guy and see what you could do. Like, don't let him get in his groove and start piecing you up. Like, damn.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. And it looked like the fight would have been stopped because, yeah, like, I mean, dude's like, his eye was like, it was already trademarked. It was bleeding. Like, dude was cut. I was like, it was like
his nose. I think was his nose too. His nose might have.
His nose was broken, actually.
Yeah, his nose.
Yeah. I mean, he's you know, I'm kind of high on him not high on him, but I think he's a future, you know, potential future contender down the line. You know, he could lose with the wrong.
I mean, this is heavyweight. Anybody could almost be a contender at heavyweight.
A British heavyweight.
Going now.
A British heavyweight too. A British heavyweight. You know?
Yeah, but the problem with him is, I mean, like his defense is just trash, and like, he shouldn't can come back from adversity and everything like that, though. But yeah, dude's gonna have to show me some improved head movement. Like, you know, actually, like, hey, you know, it's cool. You don't have to try to walk through the shot, or you can actually move your head. You can duck. You can move it left to the right. You can parry some shots. You can block some shots, like, you know, stuff like that. You know, yeah. But yeah, like LB said, man, it just seems like a lot of heavyweights. But I just said it too, because not a lot of heavyweights are actually, you know, training from the young. They're not like Tyson Fury, who has defense. You know, it's like, you know, or
dude, it's like look, not even to cut you off. So apologies.
No problem,
like,
bro.
I feel like we shouldn't even have to even mention the goddamn heavyweight lineal champion when we talking about a guy having basic fucking head movement. Like, we talking about something where, like, you should be able to do this in the gym, and I shouldn't. I'm sorry. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it shouldn't just be the fucking undefeated heavyweight champion of the world who has fucking head movement.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, guys like Burt Cooper, fucking Layman Brewster.
Yeah.
Say his name. Chris Bird.
Chris. I mean, I'm not, dude. I'm not even trying to even get the Chris Bird.
I know,
I'm saying like the mid-level B guys.
The guys that weren't, you know, like the guys that weren't elite, they at least, you know, knew how to move their head, and, you know.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that's my whole shit. Like shit. But I was about to say it before we started the cast. Let me just ask you a few questions, because I know Wardley. I know Pilot said he's kind of high on him. He could be a fringe contender, maybe on the world scene. So you know how we play that game where I'm gonna suggest some matchups and y'all say who y'all think win. Wardley, Frank Sanchez.
Frankie, baby. Frankie.
Yeah, easy.
Wardley, Chris Arreola.
Wardley.
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 Chris Hoyle should be. I mean, Areola has seen better days. I mean, I'm not fooled just because a couple of these motherfuckers don't know how to get rid of Chris Areola.
A young Areola would give him problems, probably win, but this Areola, no, I don't see it.
Yep, and then I see in our comments, shout out to Lukey, ITR Boxing, Sanchez. Yep.
Salute.
And then Android, Sanchez all day. Yep, absolutely. And then also Lukey said Wardley winning between him and Chris Areola. So absolutely, yeah. Chris Areola is done, and if Chris would ever, if this happens, if Chris beats Wardley, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna be like, that's that Seth Mitchell shit again.
Nah, I got a few more. Wardley and versus Ajaba.
That sounds good. To me,
that's a good one. That's a good one. I can't be here ready, man.
Yeah, because Ajaba could absolutely, could crack, too. But Ajaba is basically a 1-2. His punch selection is not that great. But however, I don't think Wardley is gonna, is gonna duck everything. Wardley will try to take that shit. I'm gonna say Ajaba, but it's a little bit, but
it's close though.
It's close, yeah.
It's close. I think I would lean Wardley, but
me too. I think I'd lean a little bit towards Wardley. But
I don't think he's defensively sound.
But I'm saying Ajagba could spark him out.
Which Ajagba we're getting? We never know which Ajagba we're getting. So,
but even the timid walk you down, throw 1-2 seemed like he could handle Wardley's non-defensive shit. Like I don't know. Like that could go either way, man. I don't know if Wardley can keep away.
That's a good one.
Because if Wardley bites down, he might just could go to town and maybe fuck up Ajagba. But
he could.
The best version of Ajagba gets him out of there. The worst version of Ajagba, he gets sent packing.
Because we're all thinking about the Frank Sanchez fight.
Yeah, but Frank Sanchez got some fucking boxing skill to him, though. Shit.
He's down. Speaking of head movement, he got boxing skills, but he's kind of boring. He's really boring.
It's one of those things. It's just like, Sanchez is one of the few heavyweights that actually can understand what defense is.
Yeah, like damn. Well, okay, so Wardley will. I guess it's to be continued on his career. We want to see, like, he matches up good with some other guys, but
what's a good next fight for him? Would you say?
You could get into that.
Realistically,
you
gotta think of somebody in the UK obscure, like somebody. I don't even know.
Oh, okay. Nah, he ain't. Joyce will juggernaut him.
Parker? No, Parker would be too much.
You know what? Fuck it. I like that. I like that fight. I like that one.
Not a bad one.
Parker. Parker has a lot of experience. Experience.
Wait, hold on. What about Wardley versus Dubois?
I
fucks with that.
That's a good one.
I might say Dubois.
I picked Dubois too.
Dubois would probably KO him. I just
but it's
a little more
fight.
explosive. Yeah, hell yeah, it's a good fight. It was a great fight. You didn't get these niggas all these fucking matchups. Like shit, I better start seeing some better fucking matchups on my goddamn TV, nigga. Shit. So,
right.
So just run this back when y'all start fucking discussing future fights.
Let me watch them in the PM.
Knowing them, they're hearing this and like, you know what? Those are all good options. But I think we'll give Wardley to Chisora next.
Yeah. This one, yeah. We need to see if Chisora could bounce back for Tyson Fury 4. Like, gee. So I fuck it now. Enough of them niggas. Let's get into this main event and let's talk about how fucking Dillian Whyte is so goddamn average and past it right now. Shit. Yeah, and he got a gift like a motherfucker.
Yeah, Dillian Whyte. Like, if he wanted to really make a case for this, he would have bodied dude within 5 rounds. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's see this Joshua fight. what I saw in this fight, I have no interest now in actually watching him face Joshua. I don't, because I know
I don't have any interest in watching him fight at all. He's got go away heat with me. Go home.
I'll say put
the Fury fight kind of dimmed my light on dude. I mean, I picked Franklin to win, and this motherfucker Whyte. And if Whyte would have really truly won, like hustled and really won 7 rounds to 5, 8 rounds to 4, whatever, I got no problem.
He kind of stole some of the championship rounds, though. I feel like he won the later. He won. He got him hurt in the end. I wouldn't say. I mean, it was a robbery, but I mean, in the UK. I mean,
look, you can still have robberies at a 115, 113.
Yeah, but there was no 8-4. And then there's one of the things that I read is from Lukey himself that like Dillian Whyte is starting to show his 11 fight amateur career, and I was like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. I
think he was kickboxing first. I think, if I'm not mistaken, right? He kind of transitioned from kickboxing.
Yeah, he kind of transitioned. So yeah, I mean, he did have.
You couldn't tell with that damn horrid ass footwork.
Yeah, and the thing with Whyte, I mean, Whyte has power for days. He does have it. And he's a tough guy, but I mean, he's chinny and everything like that. And boxing wise, his boxing is a lot to be desired. Although he did have his moments. Obviously against Rivas.
Because he could box. It's just what I'm learning now with a lot of these guys, they can only box in spurts. Like, I don't know how they're trained or anything. I can't really speak on that, but. Like a lot of these dudes, they could really only box for like 2.5 minutes at a time or a minute at a time, and then they go into like you see how you could see Whyte was visibly frustrated with Buddy McGirt in the corner, keep telling him like go to the body, and I'll be honest, like I was a little skeptical on this pairing because Buddy McGirt just was on some like, yo, I don't watch no training. He said, I've never even seen Dillian Whyte fight, and I'm like, God damn, like,
it's like, then why are you even here, bro? Like,
why are you here? Like, I'm not saying you got to be a motherfucking fan of dude, but then I'm like, hold on, like, Dillian Whyte, this ain't like no random obscure dude. Like, you mean to tell me you haven't seen at least one Dillian Whyte fight?
Yeah, and because Buddy McGirt himself was a great boxer, and he has a good boxing mind. So him saying all this shit is kind of really dents his credibility as a trainer.
And he laughed when he said that shit, and he just got awkwardly silent.
But I mean, in some gyms, trainers are kind of, they say that they brag about it sometimes. They don't fucking watch fights or this.
Yeah,
or brag about how their fighters don't spar or just nonsense, whatever.
Yeah, I don't. That to me, honestly, not watching tape is just, unless you're just gonna lie about it. But I didn't feel like I didn't sense a lie from him. I felt like he really meant it because that laugh was just too perfect. Like he laughed like everybody was like, oh yeah, he's right. Like if you prepare for everything, you don't need to see anybody tape.
That's a horrible way of thinking. Like
I kind of get it in a sense where
I don't.
No, because he explained himself well. Like if you practice boxing doing everything correctly, then you honestly don't really have to watch tape of somebody. If you know how to fucking box and you know how to establish the jab, you know how to set traps, and you know how to do all fight forwards, backwards, all that shit. But a lot of guys can only really box or fight one way. So you almost have to watch tape to make up for that. So you could say, okay, I know you're used to counterpunching, but this motherfucker, he's gonna be swarming you. So you're gonna want to try to push him back. Type of shit. You gotta develop a strategy. But a motherfucker who could do everything, it's really just be like, okay, when a mistake happens, you on his ass.
Right.
So I kind of get it. To me, it's still laziness. Like it makes sense. It's one of those, I still don't agree with it, but I do understand where he's coming from, but not me. Like, nah. If I'm training somebody, I'm gonna watch your film. I'm gonna tell you to watch your film.
I get what he's saying. It just it's dumb to me. I guess I'll just don't agree. I'll have to agree to disagree with him, but yeah, you should be watching tape.
And I'm paying you money, nigga. You better be watching this film, like
right.
And me personally, I feel like as a boxer, you shouldn't leave it up to your coach or your trainer to watch film. Motherfucker, you in the goddamn fight taking the punches. You should be fucking watching film. Honestly, it's more important for the fighter to watch film more than anybody in that goddamn gym.
Right. No, you absolutely.
The trainer just a second set of eyes to see if like he could pick up on any extra damn flaws or habits.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, I don't think Buddy needed to see tape on Franklin.
Well, speaking of Franklin,
had the right strategy.
What y'all think of Franklin's? We talk about Franklin much. What y'all think? Did he surpass what y'all expected?
Yeah, he won. Shit.
We all picked White to win.
Yeah, we all did. I mean,
y'all niggas did. I thought I picked Franklin.
You want to pick Franklin?
Franklin. I will say this about Franklin. The only flaw. There was basically two things that. One, I think he was not in the condition. Like, I know I've seen him fight before. He's a little bit lighter. I'd say like maybe in the 250s. He came in at 270s and stuff like that. And so, I like I said, heavyweights, should also be conditioned too. That's another thing other than the defense thing. Like most heavyweights just don't want to condition themselves. And I thought if Franklin was at least 20-25 pounds heavier, it would have been a different fight.
Or at least practice fighting at those heavier weights. Like I can't get mad at a guy like Greg Hardy, big as fuck, but he didn't look like he gassed in fucking 4 rounds. So
exactly.
I'm not even getting on dudes with the weight, but I agree with Pat that I do feel like if Franklin would have been in better shape, he could have pushed Dillian Whyte a little harder in certain instances, because I liked how Franklin would land some counters. Yeah. And then he would kind of explode and dig in the body, land a few combinations, and then he'll kind of back up. Like, he was patiently assertive.
Right. And especially, too, I thought his punch tolerance was good, because one of the things, White's body work was killing me. It was killing him. Like, the dude was... White was lighting dude's body up. And I'm thinking to myself, man, those shots are kind of...
He was.
I was like, good lord! Like,
and I hate how he just kept taking them shits. It reminded me of the plant in Canelo. Like, nigga, move.
Yeah, and that's why he was probably. His movement probably was affected by his weight, and then White was just like boom, boom, boom. And then I also did think that White's defense was a little bit improved too, because one thing I knew, because White was doing the whole Ken Norton cross arm shit, like defense, like. Taking a lot of the shit on his forearms and his hands, and that's
okay. Let me cut the shit, man. Look, the goddamn commentators were fucking horrible, because Franklin was connecting with a lot of shots were going through the guard, around the gloves, and tagging Dillian Whyte.
They weren't calling shit at all.
They just weren't calling them. Like, they literally. The thing is with Franklin is more of a sharpshooter type of puncher. He doesn't have that extra oomph to where. When he punches through gloves and all that shit, you really get that effect. Like, oh shit! Like it's not like a Jermaine Taylor beating on Winky Wright, and goddamn well them punches going through. Like, I broke through that defense. Yeah. So a guy like Franklin, that's why the whole conditioning plays a part, because if he could have doubled up on some of those moments and really pressed White during some of those times. He could have made a bigger case for winning, even though I still had him winning.
Right, yeah. Because I know the 6th round too, where he caught White with that sharp counter right hand, and Ward was like, was buzzed as shit, but it was at the end of the round, so he couldn't really fall up in the train, try to put him away, and it was just like, and I was like, damn, I just frankly, I wish I had more moments than that. Although I definitely thought he got White's attention in that fight, but.
Yeah,
but as like Andrew said, I'm just reading this comment right now. Franklin should have stayed off the ropes as well towards the final rounds. Yeah, and that's also true. And that's when the body work took hold, because the rounds where he needed to actually win the damn fight, he, the body worked out, and then but at least the referee in the final round should have called a knockdown on Franklin because motherfucker bounced off that rope like it was fucking wrestling. I was like, you kidding me? I was like, I was fully expecting the referee to call a standing 8 on that.
Shout out to everybody else, Henny God, Android, Lone Star Steph.
Yep, we see you. Hey, we're just flowing.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, but Andrew, the commentary had that agenda and stuck with it. Everything Franklin was doing was playing to White's plan. Yeah, White didn't do too much in terms of agenda. White had a plan, but he didn't have no plan B or anything like that. Like
he couldn't stick to it. You didn't need all these different plans for fucking Jermaine Franklin. Like all he had to do, and Buddy was telling him, keep digging to the body, and then throw the jab and he didn't look. White didn't even have to win the jabbing battle with Franklin. He just really needed the jab consistently to distract Franklin.
He didn't throw a jab.
Dig the body.
He was digging the body. I mean, they call him the body snatcher, but I don't know what body he snatched before. But he was working the body. I think down the line, he was definitely working the body.
He worked the body through the whole fight, but there were certain things he could have did to make the body work more effective. Because a lot of times he would. Like there's different types of body shots. Like there's body shots where like you're just digging them like Dillian Whyte is doing.
I feel like Franklin definitely won the punch stats. I mean, I don't say the fight's won, but I can guarantee. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming.
But he wasn't pushing. He wasn't pushing Franklin back like that. Like
Franklin don't have pop. That's the thing.
That's why he need to throw more punches. He need to be in condition. Like Franklin, I think Franklin hits hard enough.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Yeah,
he wasn't going to knock out Dillian Whyte with one perfect shot. He was one of those guys that if he starts hitting you clean, break you down. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was more impressed with Franklin than I've ever been with Michael Hunter.
Damn.
Yeah, seriously.
Shouts out. Michael Hunter follows me on Twitter. Shouts out to Michael.
Shouts out. I mean, Michael Hunter, he can box. He's good. I just feel like I don't know. I just felt like Franklin's more willing to dig down and throw hands, and Michael Hunter is more on some like, yo, hold on, it's a little too hot in the kitchen. Let me jump back out and pop the jab, and sometimes that kitchen be hot, but sometimes you gotta put your hand on that motherfucking stove.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the same. But yeah, White though, I mean. Yeah, if he gets the rematch with Joshua, but like I said, the 161-12.
Hated it.
Yeah, there was no 161-12.
No way, it's 8-4.
Yeah, there was no 8-4 in that fight. Like, nah.
I think draw or either way, just being realistic because it's in the UK and he's the UK guy.
Ain't no fucking realistic. You see, the Franklin won. Nah, White. A draw would be
because White hurt him pretty bad twice in the championship rounds.
He barely won those. But he hurt
David
Hay was giving this nigga so much extra credit, like on them damn bullshit scorecards, and I fuck with.
Yeah, like multiple.
No, Hay and Bellew they be shilling UK boys. Hay and Bellew.
Yeah, like they're like the UK Bradley and Ward. But at least Bradley's more entertaining. Like shit.
Yeah, Bradley's dope. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
These motherfuckers were shilling hard. Like God, dog. Like White wasn't winning rounds like that. Like okay.
It's one of those fights you want to watch on mute. I mean, like no commentary or some shit.
Whoever fucking the app that could remove commentary and just leave the crowd,
with ads,
you will fucking.
That's a win.
That's a win. And if you know how to fucking do the ads during the rounds. And you don't take up the whole fucking screen. You just do a small picture-in-picture bullshit at the bottom corner.
Give it the option. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because the zone be taking me out the fucking fight.
Yeah.
I'd rather see a goddamn World Star fight than some of these matchups sometimes. The way these niggas auto zone.
Did they actually have that on there? Did they have?
I didn't even know there was an AutoZone in the UK.
I think there was. Though. I think there was. I know he's not joking. I remember hearing the AutoZone bullshit. Yeah.
I mean, shout out to AutoZone. Get some windshield wipers from them. You know what I mean?
Shit, some of those workers helped me out a few times. I ain't gonna hate.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't think about them niggas when I'm watching the boxing, right?
Especially in the corner, because they might show you 1 or 2 rounds of corner talk. Oh, well, actually, they were showing a little bit more with the buddy. It's the PM cards, you know what I'm saying? It's like those, those Canelo cards. But I feel like the UK ones, were they doing the ads during that?
All that because you desensitized, you just used to that shit. And it's like me, I was getting. I keep wanting to hear Buddy McGirt be frustrated with Dillian Whyte, and it's like they keep taking me out of it because I like a part of me felt like Dillian Whyte wanted to curse about. Like he was looking at Buddy like, man, this shit ain't working. I just want to slug it out. And a part of me was like, do it. So you could just open yourself up and let Franklin knock you the fuck out.
Right, exactly.
Because a part of me feel like Franklin was waiting for that. Like,
yeah,
if they would have traded more, something could have happened.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that maybe Whyte would actually fade because it was a 12-round fight, and Whyte would actually fade, and then Franklin would actually crack him with some shit.
He paced himself better than usual, I guess.
He did.
He kind of does that all the time, though. Ever since the fucking second Chisora fight, Dillian Whyte fights in this goddamn like George Grove trying to see the 12th round. This whole just almost too relaxed. I feel like the last time he tried to, be a little aggressive was the first Povetkin fight, and then he got knocked the fuck out, and then it's back to the same shit. Like they told him, like, yo, chill, nigga, like.
Yeah, well, of course, that Povetkin fight. I mean, he was close to ending it himself. Like he was putting a whooping on Povetkin, and then
he was, but motherfuckers like that never want to hear close.
Yeah, right.
But you just an uppercut away. Franklin landed a few uppercuts on him too.
He did.
Like damn, but yeah, it was a good fight. But Hearn, like, yo, man, the scorecards were trash. Don't say it could have gone either way, and didn't say, do I think Whyte won? I mean, do I think Franklin could have won? No. Then don't say it could have gone either way, motherfucker.
Right.
You're just contradicting yourself, like.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she's fine, but could she lose 20 pounds? Yeah. Like, no, bitch.
Yeah.
She's not fine then if she need to lose 20 fucking pounds.
Right.
God damn, what are we doing?
Yeah, so
the food is good, but it could use some salt and pepper. Could have stayed in the oven longer. And nigga, it's not good.
Yeah, because I mean, Joshua was there at ringside, and I know, looking at him at times, he was like, "Damn, I don't care about none of these niggas facing, man. I want to face fucking Fury again." But hey, this is
Joshua was looking bored out of his mind. I'd rather see Franklin Joshua just to see if Franklin could put those punches together with a guy like Joshua.
I don't want to see it, but since it's gonna happen, I'm rationalizing it with. I'm thinking, okay, so AJ has had one of the best signature uppercuts, in boxing, right? And obviously Whyte's chin's allergic to them. So, I mean, I want to see the fight because if AJ doesn't stop him with something, then I'm gonna be worried.
Where's the neither option, please?
We're gonna get it. So.
Where's the?
Hold on, wait. Did y'all hear about her and want these motherfuckers to fight and like they both take another fight in like February, March, and then fight each other later in the year? Y'all heard that too, right?
What's the point of that? Oh,
God. I know. I'm just, and it ain't gonna be no Hector Luis Garcia type of fighter either.
Of course.
Yeah,
like an actual
one of them's gonna
threat.
Carlos Tacom or some shit.
Yeah, how many times y'all gonna recycle him? And he just might beat fucking Dillian Whyte.
Yeah, let's not.
We gotta be, we gotta be a little realistic here. It's happening, so it's like, it's shitty, but
then just get the shitty fight over with. Don't prolong it.
AJ needs to build himself back up. So I'll be worried for him being a future champion again if he can't get Whyte out of there or stop, or drop.
If he gets him out of there, it's like,
what does it prove?
Yeah,
but what if he doesn't? I think that kind of proves.
If he doesn't, then
you can get a better fighter for his comeback fight than that. Come on now.
What, Dillian Whyte?
Yes.
Dillian Whyte's literally a top 10 heavyweight, so I don't know why you're talking to him like he's like,
Oh my
I'm just saying.
Top 10 heavyweight that's looked mid and that
he's looked mid.
Has lost to fucking Joshua before.
Yeah.
See, look, let's be honest. If the Joshua fight would have happened before the Fury fight, I don't think I would have had a problem. But now, after, you know, I mean, come on, Whyte couldn't even look. I'll say this: Whyte did look like he took Franklin more serious than he took Fury, and he did look like he was in better shape.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he didn't look good in the fight. And yes, shout out to Android. He does want to keep milking these motherfuckers. God, dog, like, can we get a heavyweight version of fucking Kiko Martinez to start knocking these niggas out? like seriously, like.
Well, I mean, honestly, fun things too. Like, I mean, we gave.
Oscar Rivas versus Joshua. That's a better fight.
Hey,
all right, sorry, go ahead, Pat.
I never heard that one.
I mean, we've given Whyte plenty of props in the past, you know. But like I said, I think ever since the Povetkin first one, where, you know, I think Eddie and them are like, you know what? Yeah, we gotta be careful now, because like I said, I never forgave Whyte for not taking the fight with Wallen, which would have helped him a great deal.
And Wallen was getting chirpy too. He was talking shit on Twitter. He was mentioning some shit.
Yeah,
didn't Wilder say he wanted to fight?
Yeah, so it's like, you know, yeah, Whyte needs to. I mean, I think Whyte's like 35, 36 right now. So I mean, he is starting to slip a little bit because he's had hard fights.
He's been slipping. That banana peel follow him.
He was slipping, falling, can't get.
Yeah,
slipping to them uppercuts.
Let's say Lone Star says I rock with AJ, but he's known better for his losses than his wins. UK boxing sucks besides Sunday Edward and Josh Taylor. That being said, let's talk about some real fighters, please. I don't know, bro. You know, some of your real fighters before, you know, they kind of suspect.
Yeah, is there any real fighters anymore? Like,
well, real.
They fight once a year.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know,
or once every 16 months.
Yeah, but with Whyte, yeah, I mean, Whyte's gonna get the Joshua fight, but yeah, Whyte, you know, he better tighten up a lot, because I mean, Joshua is a skilled heavyweight.
He is. But I'm saying, you know, he lost 3 of his last 4, and he has, you know, his uppercut was so beautiful. If he doesn't land that or hurt him, I'll be worried for him, you know, going forward after that.
Yeah, and Joshua will land something on Whyte. There's no question about that.
I think that's the thing. Like, if Whyte, I don't think Whyte has the confidence anymore. Like, a guy like Franklin, he was so much bigger than Franklin, and I kept waiting for him to like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, let's talk about this. Everyone bitch and moan about AJ not fighting big against Usyk. But AJ did this. I mean, but Whyte did the same shit. He didn't fight big against Franklin.
He did. That's also true.
He fought like I don't know who the fuck he fought. He fought like himself.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. I mean, AJ, you know, I mean, but at least though you saw when he, even when he wasn't fighting.
He said Whyte is Obama. And yes, he is getting knocked out by AJ can't afford to lose this one. If he loses, because he did get rocked by Whyte in the first fight, but he made up for it, knocked them the fuck out. Cool. But he can't get buzzed. I don't want to see a goddamn heavyweight version of Daenerys and Darchinian Part 2.
Facts.
Where a motherfucker struggled with a guy he wiped his ass with 7 years ago.
Yeah. That won't be a good look. Yeah. If AJ lost to Whyte, I'd honestly be pissed. You know, I'd be really super pissed about that.
Yeah, and I don't need to be looking outside waiting for a goddamn sofa to fall through from Pat getting angry throwing shit. So, you know, we don't need Joshua losing to Whyte right now.
Right, though. But hey,
both the motherfuckers need to fight big. Shit, fight big against each other.
Right.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie. These heavyweight fights, they've been kind of. I mean, because this fight was pretty good. So I'm saying these heavyweight fights was pretty good this year. I feel like there's been a handful of good heavyweights. They've been delivering.
Well, both of the heavyweights. Yeah, they were entertaining. They were entertaining.
Parker Joyce. You know what I'm saying? You know, Usyk, AJ.
Damn, Lone Star. Tell them how you really feel.
I mean, low key, he's right. Shit. AJ fought dude for 24 rounds and didn't even get a knockdown. What the fuck? Of course he should have fought big. But Blades Garcia, get the fuck out. That was like heated. But you know what? Let the record stand.
He's right because y'all picked him to knock Usyk out the second fight. I picked Usyk because I knew Usyk just too good. He's just too skilled, too good. Respectable pop, but it's just.
But my whole thing is the way people talk about Usyk. Like Usyk should be damn beating Joshua 9 rounds to 3, fucking 10 rounds to 2. But he always beats him on some 115, 113 type of shit. Yeah. And we always complain about what Joshua didn't do, and it's like Usyk is barely getting by this nigga every time.
Usyk, he don't have the power at heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight, right? So,
Now he'll have that power. You just need a motherfucker really gonna press him.
He got really good pop, and he's talented. That's the thing. He got pop.
No one's made him fight for his life yet.
Yeah, nobody has.
Everybody is powerful then. Yeah, at heavyweight. Yeah.
But let's say, Usyk, has his own. He's gonna be facing Hrgovic because Eddie Hearn's like, I got to, I'm gonna make sure they enforce this shit, And you know what, Lukey, that argument that caused an argument among us. Chisora fighting Usyk better than AJ. Fun thing, and that's what I said. But
Chisora didn't win more rounds. Like Chisora won like 4 rounds. Like I don't know how.
Like me and P were on. No, Chisora won a legit 5 rounds against Usyk. Like we were on that. I think that
was 8-4 Usyk. 8-4 Usyk.
That's 8-4 Usyk. Even if Chisora won 5 rounds, goddamn Joshua won 5 rounds too. So like what is the big deal? Like both you motherfuckers lost.
Yeah, in the
goddamn,
end,
Chisora fought fucking Joseph Parker better than AJ did.
Well,
he just didn't get the win the first time.
Well, Chisora had a better performance against Usyk than Joshua did in the first fight with Usyk, but the second one, Joshua fought a lot better. Just unfortunately he came up short. I
think Usyk just fought better the first fight and looked better. I think like Joshua he want to please everybody. He want to outbox boxers. He want to outfight fighters. Nigga, just do you, be you.
Are you calling the Montana Love of heavyweights?
in a way, like these motherfuckers got identity crisis issues in boxing. Like that's why ring generalship is such a lost art. Like that's why fights are so hard to score, because motherfuckers aren't controlling the round. Like they're literally on some like, well, if I hit you harder than you hit me, I'll win, right? Like, okay.
Yeah, it's that's what makes heavyweights interesting. That's why heavyweights, the heavyweight champion of the world, the 2 heavyweight champions of the world are like, you can't see anyone like really beating them. That's the unfortunate thing, because they are skilled fighters.
You see how fucking Dillian Whyte struggled to keep a goddamn consistent jab, like literally like.
Yeah, and then after doing that, he was fouling his ass, like he was fouling motherfucking Frank like it was nobody's business. Yeah.
It was one time where White really started jabbing with authority, and then he landed a fucking good left hook on Franklin. And in my head, I was like, God damn it, that's what Buddy McGirt been telling you to do all night. God damn it! Like, as soon as he started doing the jab, it's like I said the left hook came right. I'm like, damn, Dillian Whyte, like fucking listen.
Yeah. There was none of that. Like, White is a hard. I don't know about this White Buddy pairing. So far, it's to me it's shaky at best. But like I said, the Joshua fight will be the true barometer of what this actually, whether that Buddy will actually, watch something on Joshua and actually, and then also White will be able to follow an actual plan, a fight plan.
Yeah, if he tells me he never seen an Anthony Joshua fight, just throw the whole gym away.
Right, yeah.
So I'm like, hold on, so you didn't see knockouts of the year, fights of the year? You're like, hold on.
Yeah, then it would be like, oh, damn, Buddy must be addled as fuck now in his head.
Like, are you even a boxing fan to say that?
Right, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, there's certain people I'm just thinking you're gonna see fight in heavyweight. Like, if you're a boxing fan or somebody in the boxing industry, whatever, I'm thinking you're gonna see on average everyone who's top 10 in every division, or at least most divisions. Because I know some of you niggas hate these little guys. You know, motherfuckers really be like, God damn it, fucking monsters fighting this weekend. Oh fuck. Like,
yeah, exactly. When's Wilder gonna fight? That type of shit.
Yeah. Well, dudes be getting their heart broken. Figueroa, god damn it, like Fulton,
yeah.
Bam, jeez, nigga. Coldross is a midget, nigga. I'll fuck him up, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, like, the fuck they do to you, but just be small, like.
Right. Oh man, no, but like I said, I mean, it was, you know, those two fights were entertaining as anything. So, you know, Eddie at least gets props for that, you know. But yeah, Eddie better watch his heavyweights because, they might get upset in the following year.
Can Matchroom get like a positive nickname? I mean, we have Rematch Room, we got Milk Room. Can we get like?
We got
like
Dead
Fight
Zone.
Room, Dead Room, Dead Zone. Because I mean, like, they give us rematches we don't want to see. Mm-hmm. They milk fights that we don't want to see. Damn, can you give us something on time that we want to see? I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, well, the saga continues.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, but however, though, we did have another card this week.
Oh, wait, hold on. Just real quick. I'm sorry, God. Can you just bring up the poll real quick?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, can you bring up the two polls
just so we could see what the people thought real quick.
Which one?
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. The Franklin White one first.
Okay. Oh, who they thought would win that fight? Hold up.
Oh, the one after who they thought won. Oh yeah, both of them were damn popping. I think the first one had like 334 votes.
Yeah,
a lot of motherfuckers is picking White. You saw how that went.
Yeah. No, like when we asked who do we think would win the fight, that one was 334 votes, and 74% said that they thought White would win. So,
jeez,
yeah, there was a lot of motherfuckers that thought White would win.
Like
334 votes. Yep. And then we asked, well, who do you think actually won the fight? And then we got 36 votes, and 78% said that they thought Jermaine Franklin won.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Motherfuckers.
What was the percent for Franklin? Pete, my fault. What was the percent for Franklin?
78% said that they thought Franklin won.
So 70 to 70, basically 70 to 80. That's wild.
Yeah,
It's through 75%. You know, average 75 for White before 75. You know, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, they were not having it. So
I'm sorry, and you know, I'm finished what you're saying, P. I'm my bad.
And I won't lie. I voted, you know, for White to win the fight, and after I think, you know, I picked Franklin to win the fight. So I'm sure pretty much all of us may have done that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and no, we don't hate British fighters. Whoever going to come through on the YouTube comments later and be like, damn, y'all don't really fuck with no UK guys. Nah. Half of Ring Gang is from the UK. Like,
we just call spade a spade. That's all.
We just keep it real, man. Like Pat said.
I'm not trying to hear these crybabies. Oh, you don't like this, man. Just sip your tea, eat your crumpets, and shut the hell up, man. Like,
you know, everybody gets it over here. Like, Dillian Whyte just ain't look good. Like, he looked mid as fuck, and you know, he would have been lucky if he got a draw, but he was really lucky because I guess tis the season. I guess.
Yeah.
So you know,
gift, yeah, definitely got a gift. A little bit of a gift.
So it is what it is, but you know, I guess we could get into the next fight that we've been looking forward to.